Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to New Moon Manifesting. Sorry about the password change. It hasn't changed, but for a while we didn't have to include it. We just simply clicked on the link. So hopefully you're able to get in here and join us tonight. But I just wanted to start and kind of pull us into circle, kind of decompress for the moment and take a couple of deep breaths. So hopefully in your place, even if you're still driving or something, you can keep your eyes open for this, but I'm going to shut mine. But I just wanted to bring you all together. So let's start with some deep breathing, breathing into the nose and exhale through the mouth. And as you take another deep breath, I want you to feel yourself tuning into your physical body, bringing your energy back. Exhale, release. Inhale deeply, continue to tune into your physical body, just bringing yourself into this moment, helping you align with your higher self, and to be present that whatever messages are coming in for you today, that you are open to receive whatever those messages are. And let's take one more deep breath in, and exhale, release. And in this moment, we call in your guides and your ancestors to support you. And you can imagine them just encircling you at this moment, that they're projecting their unconditional love and that they're holding this space to support you with your healing, with your growth, with the challenges that you're facing. Just recognize that they're always with you in this moment, supporting you at all times. Again, I want to welcome you to New Moon Manifesting. My name is Gianna Groscost. I am an astrologer. I'm also a metaphysical teacher and an energy healer. I love playing with energy, teaching people how to manifest whatever goals and desires that they want, and using astrology as a very powerful tool to teach you how to do that. So during tonight's class, we're going to talk specifically about the Libra new moon energy, how it's going to support you, what we've got going on, because there's a lot of energy taking place. And I want you to be aware of it. So as we're moving forward, you've got those tools and it will help you in navigating things. Maybe it will soften some of your reactions or at least help you understand what's taking place so that you really honor yourself and make the most of it instead of blowing up or freaking out or falling into chaos. We want to bring you into a place where you're grounded, anchored, connected, and just aware of what's taking place, because we're all being influenced by all of the transitions that are taking place in the world, within us, around us. And it is really up to us to take responsibility and to manage our energy so that we truly do create what we want. So I want to, just to give you a heads up, so the way that this works, or the way we're going to do it, I'm going to talk about the new moon, other astrological influences, manifesting a little bit, and then we'll go directly into meditation. And then after meditation, I will open up the lines for specific questions. That way, I'm not holding anybody up. If anyone wants to jump off the call and not participate in the question and answer period, that's fine. I just find the last couple of times we've been so engrossed in questions and answers that the program has gone an hour and a half to almost 2 hours. And I just want to make sure that we get the meditation in there. So if people do need to jump off, that at least you've got the core knowledge and you've got the meditation under your belt to support you. So let's start with a little screen share. Oh, I need to do advanced. There we go. And share and Libra. Jessica, can you see that on your screen? Just give me a thumbs up. Got it? All right. Just want to make sure everything is showing. So again, we're talking about the Libra new moon, and setting your intentions with the new moon is a great time to stay on track with your goals. So the time when there is a new moon, there's no visible moon in the sky. The sun and the moon come together for a brief moment, and they kind of give each other a hug and a kiss, and then they go on their merry way. And there's less tension in the time of the new moon than any other time during the lunar cycle, because these two energies are together. And we're affected by the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon. And just like the ocean tides, we're primarily made up of water. So when there's a lot of turmoil taking place, then we're going to feel it as well. So with the Libra energy, some of the characteristics to be aware of is Libra really brings in balance. Think of the scales. It helps us to balance the scales. It creates order and harmony. It helps you to recognize any places where you're giving too much and compromising too much of yourself versus allowing others to do and being in a place of receptivity. Now, understanding where this falls specifically in your astrology chart will help you align your goals and to be in sync with what's taking place. So it's important to recognize that as an air sign, Libra is going to bring in new ideas and inspiration. It helps you in moving forward with your ideas. It creates a new strategic plan and just recognizing that we need to have balance. So when we can bring ourselves back into balance and we have that sense of fairness and justice in all relationships, that will support us in manifesting all of our desires. So I'm calling this new moon equality. And this new moon supports insight. It supports high hopes for new projects. As an air sign, it's very mental. It's about being witty and communicative and inspirational. It also is a very good problem solver. So you may see things that in the past you haven't seen, but this will give you some new solutions that will help you break through to whatever the next level is. It may help you attract the right people to you, the right opportunities, and really just take that next step in moving your projects forward. So be open to whatever shows up for you and whatever those options are. So let's look specifically at a Libra chart. There is a lot taking place, and we're going to break this down even more. But as we look at this chart and currently how the planets are playing together, I want you to, and obviously this is just the transiting planets, so you want to look at your specific birth chart with transits so that you see where your natal planets are playing into this bigger picture. So the sun and moon are in Libra over here, but opposite of them, we have Mars that's in Aries. And this is, Mars is going to be retrograde in Aries until mid-November. This is causing us to take a hard look at the places where we don't have willpower, or where we've given our power away, or where we don't have rights, or maybe our rights have been dismissed. So it's going to bring up specific questions such as, do I have the right to be here? And in questioning your contributions to the bigger picture, as well as not only for your own life, but for the collective, but recognize that you're here for a reason, that you're here at this specific time for a reason, and to honor that and to really recognize that you are playing an important part, an important role in the bigger picture. Now, along with the sun and the moon at a T-square, so this is a T-square, we have these three planets in Capricorn that have really been causing us a lot of reconstruction, deconstruction. So we've got we've got Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter all in Capricorn. And there's been this restructuring that's been taking place over this entire year. We will finally get a break out of that at the end of this year, but this is breaking us out of the barriers that have held us back, any false systems, any sense of injustices, and energetically, this 90-degree angle, this T-square, could create fireworks. This is about people jockeying for position with power and really identifying their personal power and their needs versus the needs of the collective. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how all of that's influencing us. So, let me mention also in here, we also have Oh, Mercury is retrograde. Mercury is hanging out in Scorpio. It will move back into Libra around the 29th, 28th, somewhere in there. But it's opposite of Uranus. So these are both communication type planets. Uranus is the higher mind of God, and Mercury is the lower mind. So Mercury is all about communication. It's about connection. It's about being social, all of those elements. We're going to talk more about that, but that's retrograde until November 3rd. And then we also have this opposition taking place with, in Virgo, we've got Venus, and in Pisces, we have Neptune. So we're going to talk about all of those oppositions and what's taking place with those. So I'm first going to talk about Mars and Chiron, because those are both in Aries. And Aries is the planet of who am I? So as we are looking at these two planets and what's taking place, both of them are retrograde in Aries, but it's helping you identify personal blocks that are standing between you and what you want to manifest. It's helping you see any self-sabotaging behavior. Maybe there's addictions coming up. Maybe it's helping you realize any anger that's unresolved, because Mars is not only about willpower, but it is the god of war, and it's aggressive. And so if there's a lot of anger and rage coming to the surface, this is a good opportunity to find those tools that help you take actions towards releasing, right? We're always going to have anger. That's a part of our emotional makeup, but how we learn to manage it, because simply suppressing it isn't the answer. So this will help you in identifying, any emotional wounds that you're still holding on to. That's where Chiron comes in. Chiron is the wounded healer, and he teaches us to find tools that support us in our healing journey, because we all have core wounds that we are resolving. So as you are moving forward, just recognize, what tools work for me, what helps me feel grounded, anchored, valued, respected, loved, all of these things, so that you can use those tools in those moments when things are falling apart. So let's talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, again, taking place until November 3rd. This influences communication of all kinds, writing, speaking, listening, and it also affects things such as electronics, commerce, travel, and it's just fascinating that it's taking place at the same time as the United States election, and wondering what will transpire as a result of that. So with this taking place in Scorpio, it's probing into hidden elements, into emotions that you're holding on to, anything related to death and rebirth. This is an opportunity for you to really reinvent yourself and bring yourself to a whole new level, and understanding where you're not aligned with your truth so that you can realign with your truth. This helps you to discern better, to break out of other people's expectations, to break free of falseness, and make sure that you're communicating a message that is aligned with your truth. Now it's going to be moving back into Libra until I guess it starts moving back. Well, it'll go direct on the 3rd. So it'll be there through a lot of November. But as it's moving back into Libra on the 28th, Venus is also going to be moving into Libra. So this is kind of interesting, because we'll have Mercury on the back end and Venus on the front end. And these two are going to help bring in more balance, harmony, justice, equality, making sure that it is supporting us in recognizing any changes that are taking place, and that we're open to this transition. So let's talk a little bit about Neptune in Pisces and Venus in Virgo. So these are going to be opposite at the time of the new moon. Pisces is about dreaming. It's about being imaginative. Pisces also helps you escape the harsh realities, but it also supports you in expanding your vision for the future. So if you're seeing a new path or a new way of doing things during this new moon, just recognize that you may be dreaming a new reality and bringing it into fruition. So Venus is going to be in Virgo, and Venus is the planet of money and love. It's helping you attune with what you love most, what you really want to do, and using your daydreams to really derive and create that insight into what the next steps, what is the practical application of those daydreams. I also want to mention that towards the end of the year, obviously we have solstice on 12/21 of 2020. And with solstice, there's a big transition that's taking place. Both Jupiter and Saturn will finally be moving out of Capricorn, and they're going to be moving into Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is an air sign. And with these planets really hanging out in Capricorn for the past year, there's been this drilling down and a restructuring of ourselves, and whether, you know, it's by our choice or by things just happening around us, we're recognizing systems that have been broken and that are now being shaken to the core so that we can restructure them and take ourselves to a whole new level. So Aquarius is the most futuristic of all the zodiac signs. It's innovative, it's creative, it's interesting in the collective growth of everyone. It's about sharing your knowledge and wisdom and what you have mastered in this lifetime and carrying that forward. It rules technology and inventions. And this transition is really going to support us in finding new tools that help us not only with our work, but in healing more quickly in our spiritual practice. So let's talk about the rest of this month. Libra energy is all about the heart. And I was chatting with someone before this about the heart energy, and there is a strong theme about being heart-centered, but this is going to cause us to let go of any places where our heart has been hardened or we're not fully open. So as we're activating the heart chakra, this may be, you know, something that's pleasant or unpleasant. We may have things that shake us out of our comfort zone so that we really do allow our heart to fully open to the love that we're seeking. So recognize that everything is happening for a reason, that there will be a silver lining, and to be open and aware and simply go with the flow. So with this new moon energy, what do you want to focus on? What are your intentions? So first, you're going to want to find out what astrology house this is falling in for you, because that will help you specifically place your emphasis on those goals that will support that house. And things that support you in expanding your heart, clear up emotional wounds, help you imagine a new reality, and really get into your body. So if you're feeling specific emotions, make sure you're bringing those to the surface and expressing those to people, or managing them in such a way that they're not managing you. If you need help in navigating what all of this means for you, please schedule an astrology reading with me. I'm actually offering them at 55% off the normal price. I'm only doing this for the first 5 people that contact me. So email me right away if you are interested and mention the new moon special, and you will receive the specialty price. So let's look at the houses. Here are all of the houses and what you would be wanting to potentially look at with the Libra new moon energy. This will help you in setting your intentions for whatever is going to support you in manifesting your best life. So, I mean, it's easy to say, oh, my goal is to have a specific job. But if this is taking place, say, in your 3rd house, then you may be needing to think differently or talk or speak with specific people that help you in bringing that goal to the next level. So you may have to be very social and engaging and network so that you really do make the most of it. If this is taking place in your 10th house, you may want to focus on your legacy and what you want to leave in this world, and where your true power lies and how you can be more authentic and do work that is diplomatic and brings balance to yourself with other people. All right, so I'm going to take us through a couple more things, sorry. Self-care. Just to remind everyone, the self-care is so absolutely vital, whether it's 5 minutes of breath work or getting a massage or going out to dinner or having a cup of tea with friends or family, that doing some sort of self-care every single day will support you in not only feeling valued and respected, but you're setting yourself up to be in a more grounded place overall. And as far as essential oils, I picked a couple. Marjoram and rose both support the heart. Marjoram helps you break down any walls that are holding you back. It actually physically helps the heart. It helps balance blood pressure and regulate those systems, the circulatory system. Rose is another one because it helps you liberate yourself from emotional baggage that you're holding on to, align with divine love, and being open to receiving love and support. And then the blend that I picked for this month was doTERRA's Balance Blend, because this is all about balancing your mind, body, spirit, balancing life and work and family, and all those things that we need to attune to so that we aren't feeling scattered or overwhelmed. So I'm going to take us through a meditation. If you have something specific that you're setting your intentions, here are the houses again. But I'm going to take you through a brief meditation so that we can be aligned with the energies of this Libra and new moon. It's actually taking place tomorrow at 3:31 p.m. Eastern time, so just adjust for where you're at. So you want to set your intentions around the time of the new moon and within probably a day, because this is in the latter degrees of Libra and it will be quickly moving into Scorpio. So you can either do this sitting up or lying down. Just get comfortable being in the moment. We'll start with some breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And breathe in deeply all the way down to your belly. And as you exhale, release any tension you're holding in the shoulders. Maybe wiggle them around a little bit. Move them forward and backward. Just get energy flowing through your body. Continue to breathe deeply and rhythmically. Just tuning in to your physical body. Bringing your awareness to your heart. Breathing in through the heart. And exhale through the heart. And allow your arms to be heavy and soft. Maybe wiggle the hips around a little bit. Release any tension you're holding in the lower back. Any places you're feeling any heaviness or denseness in your body, just allow the breath to move the energy. Allowing the legs to be heavy and relaxed. Tuning in to your inner world and tuning out the outer one. Bring your awareness to your heart. And anytime you feel yourself getting distracted or the monkey mind takes over, just bring your breath and your awareness back to your heart. Tuning into what's taking place. And notice what you feel in your heart. Does it feel tight, constricted? Just use your breath to open it up. Does it feel expansive, open? Just imagine that you're using the breath to expand it even more. Allowing yourself to be present in this moment. In this moment, there's nothing to figure out. It's simply a matter of just being present, tuning in, aligning with the energies that support you. Imagine there's a beautiful white glow light streaming in from the heavens. It's coming down through the crown of your head. It's very energizing and uplifting, helping you let go of anything that no longer serves you. It's quieting the monkey mind, helping you be focused simply on the presence of the light. Travels through your head, through your heart, down your torso, down through your legs and into Mother Earth, helping you connect deeply with Mother Earth. And as the energy connects with the center of the earth, it's coming back up through the earth, up through your feet, through your torso, and bring it back into the center of your heart. You are the divine connection between heaven and earth. And just allow this energy to flow through you, supporting you. It's allowing you to release anything that no longer serves you. It allows you to tune in to what you feel in this moment. And with your intuition, with your awareness, just notice where you're feeling energy moving in your body. Is it freely moving through your system? Or is there heaviness and stagnation? Just allow the energy to move through you, cleansing and purifying, releasing the heaviness, allowing you to be uplifted and energized. And imagine that within your heart, you're writing out your intentions for this new moon. Just use your imagination and write your intentions as if you have it now. I am so grateful that I now have. Maybe there's something specific. Maybe there's a certain feeling you want to generate. Just imagine yourself writing this note. Just visualize that you're folding this note up, putting this note inside a helium balloon. And imagine you're blowing that balloon up. It's becoming fuller and fuller and lighter and lighter. And notice what color this balloon is. No need to force. If you see a specific color, just be okay with it. But no need to force whatever is taking place. As you're filling up this helium balloon, you see the message within it. And imagine yourself tying off that balloon. You're still holding on to it. Just imagine yourself holding that balloon over your heart. Setting your heartfelt intentions into your goal. Allowing the balloon to be magnetized with your energy, your enthusiasm, your excitement, as you visualize yourself achieving or receiving whatever your goal is. Just visualize that you're going outside, you're taking your balloon with you. This is a special balloon that once it flies into the ethers, that it disintegrates and composts back into the earth. But hold your intentions as you set your balloon free. Feel those intentions within your heart. Feel those intentions expand with each breath you take. Feel the excitement. You're literally like a little kid, giddy with excitement, like waking up on Christmas morning or on your birthday, that you're filled with excitement and anticipation of what's going to take place as you set your goal free. And while you're holding this feeling of enthusiasm and excitement, just imagine on the count of 3 that you let this go. On 1, 2, 3, and let your balloon flow. It's going up, it's floating. Maybe there's winds that are flitting it around. It's flying higher and higher. And the higher it flies, the smaller it gets. You gaze at this balloon as it flies away. Planting seeds of inspiration, wittiness, balance, creating relationships that bring this goal to fruition. That your intentions are blessed with justice, fairness, equality. And your balloon's like a tiny speck, barely visible, turning over to the ethers and allowing yourself to be open to the next step. And as you stand there, you see someone walking towards you. They have a gift for you. They're smiling at you. Maybe it's someone you know. Maybe it's someone you don't know. But you can tell that they're exuding love, that they value you. And they hand you a gift. It may be wrapped. It may be something you see right away. You feel overjoyed and excited about this gift because you know it's going to support whatever your next step is. It's supporting you in your manifesting journey. It's giving you the strength and the courage you need to move forward. To recognize you matter. Your presence is important. You make a difference. And as excited as you are to let your balloon go, you're also excited to receive this gift, knowing that it's going to support you, whether it's on the physical plane, mentally, emotionally, or perhaps even spiritually. Express gratitude to the person who gave you the gift. Express gratitude to your higher self, and your guides, and your ancestors for supporting you at this time. And express gratitude to yourself for taking this time and honoring yourself, honoring your divinity, honoring your growth, because you do matter. As you bring yourself out of this activity, you may have specific messages or feelings that support where you're at now or where things are moving towards. It's wise to write them down right away. Recognize you can come back to this feeling, this experience at any moment, creating that muscle memory to support you in feeling grounded, anchored, and connected. And when you feel your processing is complete, go ahead and open your eyes. Yes, Susan, Mercury is retrograde, and I forgot to add the passcode with the changes. So welcome, everyone. All right, anything interesting come up? Anything anyone wants to bring up about what they're manifesting? Anything come up during meditation?
Hi, Jana. It's Vicky.
Hi, Vicki.
Hi there. Sorry, I'm not on camera. This new moon is on my ascendant, and I guess from what I can glean, it's on the cusp of the 12th and first house.
Yes.
So,
It'll be closer on the first, but yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's right now. It's in the 12th. So I think it's about the relationship with myself.
Absolutely.
And like what I need to release about my inner dialogue. That's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, that's a big
Uh,
one.
yeah, it's kind of heavy for me, actually. I don't really know exactly what it is I'm supposed to release, but I know it's obviously something bad. um,
No, it's
something
nothing.
self.
You're releasing it, right? It's not
Yeah,
a good
exactly.
thing.
Some self, probably like, yeah, like negative self-talk, right?
Of course.
And of course, exactly. It's always about that. And just self-defeating things, you know, all the shooting I do on myself.
Hmm.
There's an astrologer I know who always talks about how I have a lot of shooting in my chart. And I guess it really comes down to having self-compassion and
Oh,
being kind
absolutely.
to yourself. And that's something that I think we all struggle with on some level.
Absolutely.
And that's hard, you know. You think it would be an easy thing. Oh, I'll just get a massage, but it's actually not that easy for some of us. Some of us, some of us with a hell of a lot of Capricorn energy in our chart.
Yeah.
But what do you
Yeah.
think would be a good what do you think would be a good oil to support that, like releasing all that negative self-talk and the relationship I have with myself, you know, re-examining that.
Well, I think something like rose would be very supportive because it does support you to be compassionate and being very intentional when you do apply the oil that, you know, you're saying some sort of mantra that I'm compassionate and loving to myself. And anytime that you catch yourself not being in that place, that it'd be a good opportunity to not only use the oil, but then to apply your mantra so that you're reinforcing the new behavior that you're trying to create.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have any rose oil lying around, but
Geranium would be very good. Marjoram would be good.
yeah,
The
I have both of those.
Aroma Touch blend has marjoram in it. The Whisper blend has
Oh,
some good oils that would support, you know, kind of whispering positively to yourself.
I have the whisper. I never use it. I never really know what it's about.
I used it as perfume for years.
Right.
So yummy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Someone
Okay.
else was saying they pair rose and geranium when they're feeling that way. So good combination, definitely.
Do you apply it over your heart?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
try that
good.
tomorrow.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Questions? Jessica.
So I've got the Libra ascendant going on too, so I
Yeah, I
can
know I giggled. It's like, oh,
relate. So it was really funny because we had that little conversation before, but the gift was, you know, a stress ball, how what they're made, that squishy stuff they're made out of. So I had a stress heart was my gift, and the word that came with it was more love. And
oh,
it wasn't about love for other people, it was very clearly love for me. So that was a really nice message with a squishy heart. In fact, I wrote that in my notes. I wrote squishy heart.
that's funny, right? Those little stress balls that
Yep.
I love that. Yeah, what a great gift. I love that. Well, and it kind of goes with the poem you sent out yesterday as far as molding, you know, the clay. And when I read that poem, I was like, I see pink Play-Doh.
I saw that.
It's just, it's like fun.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely reconfiguring everything. Anyone else interesting visualizations with their gift or messages or what they're feeling in their body?
Jana, this is Kathy.
Hey, Kat.
So it was funny because every time you're talking about, holding on to the balloon, I was getting giddy because for some reason the thing that kept coming up was being interviewed. And it was just, and it was in the sense of like, I don't know if it was social media or somebody had found me and they wanted my opinion on something. And what was like specifically on like women's empowerment and they just wanted to talk to me. And I was in an appointment, and I told them, I was like, oh, I only have a couple minutes. If you want to do a rapid fire interview, we could do that. And then so she was actually very surprised, because like we got all the questions done in like less than 10 minutes, but she still wanted to do like a follow-up interview. So it was like a full-on conversation that I saw happening. And so I'm like a little kid holding this balloon, like, no, wait, I don't want to let it go.
So funny.
But yeah, so it's, and I kept trying to change the narrative, but I'm like, all right, this keeps coming up though, so we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what opens up for you.
Yeah.
Kristen, I see your hands up.
Hi, Jana.
Hi.
I joined the call a little late, but I just wanted to say it is transiting my the fourth house. So I wanted to see what you would say about that.
So that's all about creating balance in home, right? Home base, emotional security. So there may be issues coming up around feeling secure and what helps you feel emotionally secure. But definitely balancing home life, your home and work balance, those types of things. Anything around that kind of coming up?
That I don't know. It sounds like it should be right. I mean, I'm about to embark on my journey tomorrow, going home. So rebalancing my home life. Actually, that's exactly what I'm about to do.
Yeah, kind of get back to normal routine.
Rebalance my home life.
That's perfect. Yeah, your timing is perfect. You couldn't have timed it better if you really planned it, right?
I was just going to say, except that I didn't exactly plan it. So the universe planned it for me that way.
Exactly. I love that. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anything interesting come up? Any questions about what all is going on in the rest of the year? I mean, this is a great time of year to really not only wrap up the year with a bang, but as we move into 2021 and we've got the support of Pluto and Jupiter in Aquarius, like there's going to be some big openings taking place. And so we can be fearful and hold back, or we can really embrace the energy. Kit, see your hands up.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. So for me, what came up during the meditation, okay, I guess I'll start with, so it's going to be in my 8th house.
Okay.
And so I really resonated with the one part on that one infographic that you shared about looking into codependent behavior.
Oh.
And for me, I think it's going to be about reinvesting in myself and kind of get that balance between how much I invest in others and myself, and making sure that's balanced.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in the meditation, it was really good. I tried to kind of focus on investing in myself and loving myself, and like giving myself the same love that I extend to others. And yeah, so that felt really good.
That's
I just felt a very warm feeling. So
yeah, and that 8th house is all about transformation, right? So if you're the person that's always giving, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, what about me? It may be a shock to other people. And yet, if you don't put your oxygen mask on first, then it's very difficult to be available for other people.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Susan. If you're speaking, I can't hear you, love bug. Still can't hear you. It looks like you're.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, hi, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm another Libra in 12th house, and I've got kind of similar things going on as Jessica and the other lady, but I do find some elements a bit confusing. So I've got I suppose going on, I've kind of come to this awareness that I think one of my intentions needs to be becoming more aware of the love that's already in my life, I think, and also I suppose trying to sort of get rid of blockages to feeling that. But it's supposed to be a new moon for manifesting, but then that bit it's also about release. So does that come with it being the super new moon as well?
Absolutely. Yes. And we have to create that void for something new to come in. So it is absolutely vital that we have that space so we can allow other stuff to come in. And, you know, with this taking place in your 12th house, it doesn't surprise me that you have confusion. It's basically the Pisces energy, the two fish will be swimming in opposite directions. So it can be sometimes difficult to make decisions. But the more you tune into your heart's desires and trust in your higher self, then the easier it will be for you to make those decisions and move forward.
Okay. I found myself revisiting an old goal that I had about 15 years ago, and I made contact with somebody.
Oh, nice.
And I used to do taekwondo and only got as far as my green tag. But the people that I was doing the class with, they're now instructors and they're on like a third dan black belt kind of thing.
Wow.
And I know. It's kind of like if only I'd stuck around and done it sort of thing. And I was sort of daydreaming whilst I was out traveling about me doing it. And in this sort of dream, I kind of got my black belt, but then immediately I just sort of burst into tears. It was as though I'd done it, but it had taken so long and that I didn't go for it that first time. And so there's sort of this kind of underlying theme of yes, I've got gifts and talents, but perhaps I didn't really believe in myself, and sort of I need to get rid of blocks around that.
Yeah,
I think
it's important. And you know, even if you didn't do it in their time frame, right? Obviously they did it in their time frame, but this is about doing things in your time frame. So I'm sure there's other things that filled in the gaps when you look at that.
Yeah.
So now it's time to, the fact that you're revisiting it and contacting them and, you know, kind of reassessing, that's a tremendous opportunity to do it in your time frame and do something that you love.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Kimberly.
Hi, thanks for hosting this call. This is my second one. I really liked the first one, and I'm hoping to continue to learn a lot. I'm also Libra rising.
Wow.
So this is it. So this is in my first house for me. And I can say for sure, I've been working on my relationship with myself for a couple of years now. And it's, I feel like I'm rounding into the home stretch in a lot of ways. I've got my Chiron return going on too. And this has been a real doozy. I looked at the ephemeris for it, and I've had like, I think by the time it's over, we'll have, because of the retrogrades, we'll have gone over my natal placement 3 times. So,
oh my God, I can totally relate. It's like,
yeah, it really
miss that.
Yes.
Little dance. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to be really glad to see it go, I think.
Well, because you will really step into your power at that point.
One thing that I got from this, from the meditation that came through as a message loud and clear, was to think, in quotes, through a clear heart. And I realized that a lot of this is about the energy that I'm releasing is actually lightening my heart and making room for the new to come in, a new, new love, really for myself. That's really where I am right now.
Sure.
So I just wanted to share, and thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. Yeah, I know the dance with certain planets over our natal planets can be brutal. I've got that taking place with the Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter stuff dancing over my sun. So it's
Wow.
Like, oh my God, okay, what else do you want me to know? So yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's like, seriously, we're going back again? Right. One more time, and we can move forward. Yes. Anyone else want to share their meditation, what they're manifesting? All right, well, we will wrap up for tonight. If you do have questions and did not get them answered, please email me and reach out if you want to get a reading. We'll look at the next 3 to 6 months and see what's coming up so that you can prepare yourself strategically for the next steps. And I always appreciate you being here and joining me and being attentive and participating and celebrating and all that other good stuff. So thank you all and have a wonderful Libra new moon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
was
you.
wonderful.
Namaste.